Where are you going, Mr. Gabar? Come on, come here, baby. Hi. 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 Hi, good boy.
This is 6-year-old Mr. Goodbar, who is renowned in the dog world for his size, and across Britain, hundreds of American XL bullies have descended from him.
So, am I right in saying he is one of the most famous XL bullies in this country?
Yeah, if not the most famous.
Why is that?
He's got kids all around the world that are big and beautiful like him. Great temperaments. He has champion and grand champion offspring. Consistently produces not only really good-looking dogs, but great personalities and just kind of the structure and the personality and physique that you want in an American bully.
And there are a lot of American bullies smaller in size like him in the UK who are owned by families and just average people, normal people.
Yeah. There's a great variance in size in the American bully. You can have, American bullies that are 50, 60 pounds up to 140, 150 pounds.
Wow.
We've been given rare access to bossy kennels in California, where XL bullies like this are bred and produced before being sent to the UK as family pets. But as their popularity has grown, so too has the rise in attacks linked to their breeds.
It's sad that the right thing isn't being done by this breed, by certain people, if it is this breed that's happening with. Again, it's not our dogs. We wouldn't be able to do what we do. We wouldn't be able to do this for 10 plus years if we had dogs that were hurting people.
There are parents and so many family members who will disagree with you and say that these dogs are dangerous and they have no place in society. Mm-hmm. What do you say to that?
Obviously, animals are big and strong and need to be cared for in a proper way and trained a proper way. And my heart goes out to anybody that has lost a loved one to any animal at all. But to me, shocking, like I said, shocking, because the dogs that I know are not aggressive whatsoever.
These shocking incidents, some of which have been fatal, recently led to the government announcing plans to ban XL bullies by the end of the year.
The Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has described these dogs as a danger to communities, in particular children. What do you say to that?
Not the dogs I know. These dogs aren't dangerous. My dogs aren't dangerous. I'm not sure what specific dogs are doing these things, but they're not the American bullies I know.
How do you describe what's happening at the moment with the particular breeds who are attacking people?
It's hard for me to really speak on that because, again, they're not dogs that I know. It's shocking to me because, again, it's not my experience. My experience with these dogs is that they're amazing. They're loving, they're amazing, they're friendly with people. So it's hard for me to make a comment on dogs that I'm not familiar with.
But for people who will see this and they will say, hey, you breed, XL bullies, and those are the same sort of dogs who are attacking people, how do you differentiate what you do to the dogs who are out there giving these dogs a bad reputation?
It's simple. I tell them, my dogs don't attack people. The dogs that I know don't attack people. The experience I have with these American bullies is not at all what you're saying. And I give them the experience to come out and meet the dogs, come out and see the personalities, come out and hang out with the dogs. I think a lot of it is responsible ownership, responsible breeding, and everything like that.
XL bullies are a relatively new but larger version of the American Pitbull and were created from a number of breeds, including the Pitbull Terrier, which itself was outlawed in the UK in 1991. Afi is a breeder.
A lot of these dogs that you breed end up in the UK, they end up with families. How do you know they aren't violent?
I don't know what goes into their breeding, so I can't tell you what makes them different. I can tell you what makes ours the way that they are. And that's the responsibility that we take in watching temperament. Of course, we pay attention to structure, but the things that we pay attention to are the conformation of hips, elbows. Are they healthy? Are they going to last long? Are they going to be in pain when they're older? And we do everything we can to prevent that.
Are they fashion accessories or do people genuinely love what they're about?
Fashion only lasts a certain amount of time. The longevity of these dogs are based upon their temperament and what they've meant to families and family members. And we've had repeat customers. They come back because of the rapport that they build, because of the comfort that these animals bring to families. Whatever that may be to that family, their needs as individuals, these dogs are able to meet that. And because of that, we have a long-standing reputation in the UK of breeding healthy, well-tempered dogs.
And as far as you know, none of your dogs have been involved in incidents or have attacked or killed anyone?
As far as we know, none have.
Get him, Paw Buddha. Good boy. You like that, Paw? Yeah, you like that, Paw?
What do you think it will mean should these dogs be no longer allowed to exist in the UK?
That's totally discrimination. It's just like saying based on the color of someone's skin, based on the color of their hair. It's the exact same thing as a prejudice or discrimination.
Why do people think that they're monstrous and they're beastly and bloodthirsty, do you think?
It's experience, you know? And if you don't have the experience with these dogs, then you just see, you know, whatever you see, and you look at the dog, it looks scary, of course, you know?
What are dog owners telling you, the ones who are worried at the moment? How concerned are they? Are they in a state of panic?
Yeah, they're in a state of panic, definitely. They're in a state of panic. They don't really know. There's a lot of unknowns about what's going to happen with their dogs, what's the process. And, you know, a lot of people are, you know, have these dogs that they've had for years, and they're like a family member. Maybe some people can't have children, so they got a dog. You see a lot of people refer to their dog as their son. So these people are being told that they might have to not have their son anymore, get rid of their son, or do, you know, the special measurements to keep a family member. So they're really scared.
Do you think people will be willing to give them up should they have to?
Oh, yeah, I think that's going to be a problem. I do. I mean, yeah, you ask a bunch of people to give away their children, their son, their daughter, their family member. I don't know.
And you think it's the equivalent to that?
To me, yes.
During my time around these dogs, I couldn't help but notice how admired they are. Their owners see them as harmless, but others say they are vicious monsters who have simply been bred to kill.